Hello, Aries. My name is Nigel. Welcome to ÄLKÖMÜ. This is your August 2024 reading. Let's get started right away. Interesting to unpack. I'm skipping ahead a tiny bit. You did pull the card of Aries. Luckily, I do these cards on camera, so you could see it actually fell out by itself. So far, and I am halfway through the signs, the only other sign that pulled their own sign was Aquarius. So I'm going to tell you pretty much the same thing I told Aquarius. You're stepping into your own power this month. It's going to be Aries at their best, at their finest. And I like that. You do have here the Page of Cups. I'm not going to lift that up. It's a little bit difficult to get to, but it is a large card and you can see it pretty clearly for what it is. The Page of Cups reversed could be a lack of inspiration. It could be hesitancy. And when I say hesitancy, this could be you or someone you're dealing with. It could be a disappointment in some way. Here with your relationship sector, you do have beware of codependency, right? In your romantic life. And being right next to the Page of Cups, there may be a codependent situation going on in your life. You may be dealing with an air sign or somebody with air highly aspected in their chart. You yourself could have air highly aspected in your chart. It does say a no. There is a situation here that is a no for you, and perhaps that is what's making you a little indecisive. You have the Pay Me card here in reverse. See if I can get this. Yeah. You have the Pay Me card here, and it says expect to receive money that is owed to you, right? It is in reverse. Somebody may owe you money, and you're not receiving what you need to receive. This may have something to do with your romantic situation. It may not. You have writer here. You yourself may aspire to be a writer. Perhaps writing is part of your job or your work. But if none of those are true, it does say your words have the power to influence, and it has the power to manifest, right? You can manifest abundance with your words, or you could manifest trying times with your words. So if writing isn't part of your world or part of your aspirations, consider how you're wording things and how it's manifesting in your life. You have two archetypes that we pulled here. One is Hecate. It's a beautiful card, right? She is the queen of the witches, the guardian of the crossroads. And this tells you that at any moment you can alter your course. She's telling you to make a conscious decision to move forward. That any indecisiveness keeps you trapped. It keeps you trapped between two timelines. Here you have Baba Yaga. Another interesting archetype. Baba Yaga is she's a Russian figure in mythology. She's actually kind of feared. She can help or she can hinder. Okay? She's the goddess of regeneration. And this tells you to bring forth your fierce, bold nature, right? Now is not the time for passive methods. So indecision, passive methods. These goddesses, these archetypes are telling you to bring forth your true nature this month. Bring forth your true nature, Aries. You are assertive. You are decisive. And there may be something going on in your life that's making you less so. But these archetypes and spirit is trying to tell you that it is time for you to make a decision and come forth as you, the Aries that we know and love. Here we have the Bone Collector, and the Bone Collector is coming in sideways. This could go either way. And, it kind of goes with the rest of these cards in many, many ways. The Bone Collector tells us to be mindful of lessons learned in the past. Look for repeating patterns, right? The information you seek is within you. And with awareness, the wounds of the past needs not define you, right? So make a decision. Be very decisive. Be very forthcoming with your true nature. And if this relationship, if it has something to do with your past, look for patterns. Look for patterns within the relationship. Look for patterns within yourself. If you see a pattern starting to emerge that you recognize, that brought you pain, disappointment, disillusionment in the past, Spirit is trying to tell you to really pay attention to that. You do have my home is my castle. Your home may be of great importance to you this month for one reason or another. What's interesting is next month you have home in the sky, right? I don't mean to jump ahead a little bit, but you do have my home is my castle. Perhaps you find peace in your home. Perhaps you are guided to find peace in your home. Perhaps you're striving to find peace in your home. Maybe you're not finding peace in your home, and this is what the card is trying to tell you. You did pull, let's see if I could pick these up. They're always a challenge to pick up, Aries. And I'm telling you, if I didn't absolutely love these cards, I would do away with them for that reason. Here. Okay. You do have interesting cards here as far as it's almost like you're trapped between two timelines, like one of those cards said, but it's also like you're trapped between feeling two different things, right? This is a card of sort of not wanting to know, right? Not wanting to know, not wanting to see, holding your nose, going underwater. It could be a card of drowning in some sort of an emotion that you have, avoiding a certain emotion that you have, but you are bound to something toxic here, Aries, for sure. You have those chains around you. I think Spirit is trying to wake you up here. Definitely trying to wake you up out of something. So definitely pay attention to that. Let's push these cards over just a little bit and look at the beginning of your month. The beginning of your month, you come out as the Two of Pentacles. It does say balance. You may be trying to balance more than one thing. You may be trying to make a decision between more than one thing. It gives birth to the Two of Swords. But what's interesting is the Two of Swords is sort of it says crossroads here, and for sure, these cards do indicate you may be at a crossroads. You may be trying to make a decision, but it's also a card of being sort of not just like this card, not wanting to see, choosing not to see, right? Willful ignorance. Maybe something that you're seeing is making you so uncomfortable that you choosing not to see it, but this is in reverse. So you're looking at something very differently. You will be looking at something very differently. You're looking at something more clearly than perhaps you have in the past. This gives birth to the Six of Swords and the Queen of Swords. A lot of air energy. You may be stepping into Spirit may be asking you to step into air energy, that logic, that truth. What is, cut to the chase, what is the truth of the matter? The Queen of Swords sees the truth with that sword in her hand. The Six of Swords, you go forward with this truth in a new direction. So I do think you're making some sort of a decision here. Let's look at your mid-month. We are going to clarify all this, by the way. You do have the Three of Pentacles, right? Some excitement at mid-month, which is nice for you. Now, centering your whole month, you have this, and I like this for you. This is the card, obviously, of delusion. It says delusion on here. It is the Seven of Cups, but it is in reverse. So you're getting some clarity on something here. You're getting some clarity on something. You're seeing something very clearly, something that may have confused you, something that may have made you feel less than assertive, less than yourself. You're stepping into a certain type of power this month. You do have the Four of Swords in reverse. You're no longer mulling this over. You're no longer that is my dog. I'm really sorry. He's snoring. He's having a nightmare and he's snoring. So you're no longer in the situation of mulling something over, balancing it, tossing it around, trying to figure it out. I do think you are stepping into a lot of clarity this month. Here at the end of the month, you do have The Three of Wands in reverse, right? It does say communication. Perhaps you are choosing not to communicate with someone at this time. Maybe the clarity has shown you something to where you know that communicating is almost pointless. You have the Six of Cups. You may be thinking a lot about the past. This person may be someone from your past. This person, you may have a history with this person. I keep saying person. I mean, yes, this could be a job. For some of you, it definitely is a job, but I think for many of you, it's a relationship. But I do see progress here with this Chariot card. This is the last card of the month. Cancerian energy for sure, but moving forward. You have the card, you have two cards of moving forward from a situation. A warning here not to get stuck between two timelines, two feelings, to not to willfully not see. There is something here that's toxic that at times, at least in the past, you have chosen not to see. You have chosen not to acknowledge. Here, in your warnings, you do have the King of Cups. There may be this person, male or female, may be in your life. The King of Cups can be a very manipulative person. This is in your warnings. You do have this person. This gives birth to you not manifesting the life that you want. These are just warnings, Aries. And this is the Five of Swords. This could be someone being extremely defensive when you, perhaps if there may be, being that you don't want to communicate with this person at the end of the month, this person may have come off very defensive. It is a warning here. When you see these warnings, you will see certain things. You will see something extremely clearly this month. It's almost as if you don't need this reading. Here in your blessings, you have Gemini in reverse. This is the Lovers. This could be the ending of a relationship. This is in your blessings. Yes, you could be dealing with a Gemini, but it doesn't have to be. Gemini is also obviously an air sign. But this is the ending of a certain situation that needed to end, right? You choosing not to start new with something, with the Fool. You have 3 major arcana in your blessings. 3. You also have Libra here in reverse, Justice. You may see very clearly that there was a certain injustice done. This is in your blessings. This is the gift of clarity for you. Let's clarify some of this. Now show me the beginning of the month for Aries here. You have Hand in need of help, assistance, and guidance. You may need guidance at the beginning of the month, but I from all these oracle cards, I think that the guidance comes within, especially with this Aries card. Let me pull one more card for this. You are your own guide. You will receive good fortune. I mean, once you get this clarity at the beginning of the month, you're going to start seeing certain things change. And I do think you're going to notice that your change of heart or your decisive action, your decisive decision making is going to put you in an energy that you haven't experienced in a while. You're going to recognize it and you're going to immediately be drawn to that. You have in the middle of the month the end of some sort of delusion that you were carrying with you. And it says a journey, either physical or mental. I do believe this, in your case, it is a mental journey for sure. At the end of the month, you have this great movement. You are thinking about the past. And there's the scales of justice again, right? Keep your life balanced. You may be weighing things at the end of the month because you do look at the past here for sure. But I think you're choosing yourself here, Aries. I do think you're choosing yourself. Let me get the other half of this deck. And so with your warnings, I think you're recognizing someone as a manipulator. You're recognizing that they are not your wish fulfillment, or that they are blocking your wish fulfillment. It does say, it says an emotionally secure, loving family is important to you. I think you're recognizing this as not your family. I think you're recognizing this as something that isn't for you. You have other things that are important to you that you're not getting out of this situation. And you have these blessings here with very odd blessings, right? 3 major arcana. And this did come in reverse, by the way. It is the reconciliation card. You're going to have a chance to reconcile with someone here. Aries, you are. Somebody may ask you for a reconciliation. Somebody may want a reconciliation. But I do believe you mull this over. And I do believe that you're going to see, especially with the bone collector, I mean, you're going to step into your own power here. There is something not right. There is something, it says no. It says beware of codependency. You may be claiming your home as a peaceful place. There's something not peaceful about everything in this situation. There's just something not peaceful. There's something that's not for you. There is something you need a certain amount of security that you're not getting from this situation. Remember when I said this could represent insecurity, right? The opposite of security. Let's dip into next month just a little bit here. You have, let's see, you have the Ace of Cups here, right? You have the Ace of Cups in reverse. And this is something not giving you the joy that it used to. This could also be released emotions. You see how the water is pouring out of the cup, something that's been released. You have here, look, over here, mid-month. Remember when I said centering your whole month, you have the 7 of Cups. You in reverse. You have you're coming out of a fog here. You may be seeing someone here for who they are, and this is a very manipulative sign. Could be a fire sign for sure, but no matter what, the Knight of Wands in reverse is a liar in general. You may be coming out of a third-party situation, but regardless if that's not true, you are noticing that this situation does not bring you the joy that it used to. And again, you have balance here. What you were trying to balance at the beginning of the month, you are no longer attempting to balance now. You're holding on to yourself. You're holding on to your money. I mean, this may have something to do with your money because it has the Pay Me card in reverse. But you see how this just bleeds into a 10 of Cups moment for you. Perfection, happiness at last. Victory, right? You have the 6 of Wands. I believe it was over here, wasn't it? Where was it? I could have sworn I've seen this somewhere in here. Now I can't find it. You're experiencing victory. Bottom line, you're experiencing your 10 of Cups. You're hanging on to what is yours. This could have something to do with a home, could have something to do with money. It could have something to do with just grabbing your last semblance of sanity and running with it, honestly. You have here, pay attention to red flags. Yeah, I would say so. Know the warning signs of what an unhealthy connection seems like. And see, look, this reconciliation card came out again underneath it. So you will have a shot at reconciliation with someone. Choose wisely, Aries. Really, choose wisely. You do have lucky planet here, and it says the stars are aligning perfectly for you and falling into place seamlessly. You are, and you have the healing card right under it. So you have a choice here, Aries, whether to heal and move on into this energy, or to reconcile and repeat the pattern. Remember, we talked about repeating patterns, right? You have oh yeah here. And this is what's dipping into next month's energy a little bit. And oh yeah reminds us to remember how powerful you are, right, Aries? Just remember, she is one of the most powerful Orishas. She's associated with wind, tornadoes, and that is the element of air, honestly. It represents the cycle of life and death as well. Here you have retail, and this is just a light warning to be careful with your spending. Nothing serious, just be careful with your spending. You have storm fields. As we dip into next month, you have the storm fields card. And the storm fields tells us this too shall pass. Whatever storm you have endured was necessary to wash you clean. You have health here on the table. And your health issues could arise. I mean, this generally isn't a serious card unless there are other cards backing it up. But you could have a health issue. It could be your mental health, could be your physical health. You could catch a cold, something like that. You do have divorce in reverse here. Reconciliation. Be very careful here, Aries. I'm not telling you what to do. I'm just telling you to really choose wisely. Someone has a very difficult choice ahead of them. And here is your home in the sky. And I like this for you because you go from my home is my castle, staking claim with your peace, and floating above the clouds, above all the insanity, above all the BS, right? Now, for next month, you have pulled Leo. And hold on one second. I'm sorry. Sorry about that. You do have the card of Leo, and this is for September. So there are some, maybe you're stepping into, and right under it is the fire element. Maybe you're stepping into your fire element next month, and I like that for you. But you have Aries this month, and I think that Spirit is trying to tell you to really step into your own energy. But here you have Leo, and as far as next month goes, you have a few things going on within the sign of Leo. On September 6th, you have the moon in Libra, sextile Mercury in Leo. And on September 6th, you feel free to share what's on your mind, to be frank. Okay? I think that's a safe day for that. On September 7th, you have Mercury in Leo square Uranus in Taurus. And that on that day, your mind might be all over the place, right? So the message here is to just breathe and let it flow. On September 27th, you have the moon in Leo square Venus in Scorpio. This can be a very difficult time for moderation. So be careful not to overindulge around that time. What's great here is that you do have the Pay Me card in reverse for August, but in September, you have the growth card. So whatever problem you were having with someone giving you what you deserve, what you've earned, seems to be resolving itself here, Aries. There's where I saw the Six of Wands. Right. So here's your Six of Wands for next month. And here in this card here, you have the Six of Wands backing it up. Victory. Victory. You have the Nine of Pentacles, which is comfort. Right? Oh, wow, look, you have the 10 of Pentacles. You have the 10 of Pentacles, the 9 of Pentacles, and victory. You also have the 10 of Cups. Choose wisely here, please. You may decide, and I'm really hoping this is you, to stop giving to a certain situation, or perhaps to stop accepting breadcrumbs from somebody else. Do you notice those scales there? Those scales of justice. You may have someone that definitely, you may have someone in your life that offers you something. If you notice, that is a page. It's not exactly a great offering. There is someone that doesn't want this to end, does not want to walk away. There is someone that would like to repeat a cycle with you here. There is someone who zaps your strength. You have Leo in reverse there. Strength in reverse. This person may not be, you may be dealing with a Virgo or a Leo for sure, but this person may not be the deepest human being in the world. But I do think and there you are. You are determined. You are determined. There is the Emperor, the sign of Aries. And there is determination right next to Aries. And here you have yourself ridding yourself of the toxicity that you have endured. Beautiful energy for you, Aries. But definitely choose wisely, because it can go the other way. And it really depends on what you choose for yourself. You have here, you have Virgo in the 6th house, work, service, health. This situation may have affected your health. It may have affected your health. Let me look at this. I will pull 2 for you here. This may have affected your mental health, your physical health. There may be some sort of culmination there. You have 2 cards. This is perfect. This person may, wow, this person may have, you may have believed that this person was your twin flame. This person may have identified themselves as your twin flame. I don't believe that's true here. Twin flame situations are very different. You are going to experience a rebirth. It does say winter. You may be approaching the time of winter. This may just be metaphorical. A time of winter is a time of exhaling, is a time of laying down and allowing something to germinate, or you may be experiencing a literal rebirth this winter, right? Let me grab these cards here. But for some reason, I am thinking that somebody thought somebody else was their twin flame. Here you have atoms. Yeah, you are building something. And do you notice that that boat always reminds me of the Six of Swords, and you did pull the Six of Swords here at the beginning of the month. Going to a new place, rebuilding something. At the bottom of the deck, you have perfect for Aries. You have this fire element, right? Bushfires. The clarity that you come across here this month may cause you to be a little bit angry. Not going to lie. Let me pull one more card for you here. Give me one more card for Aries, please. One more card for Aries. It does say emotions are running high, but this did come in reverse. So you may feel emotional at the start of the month, but I think that by the time this clarity hits you, I think you're going to see what you need to do. I think you're going to see what you need to accomplish. And I think the clarity of the Queen of Swords is going to kick in, and you're going to rise above whatever emotions you're feeling here, whether it be fury, anger, depression, anything like that, and you're going to know what you need to do here. You are. For some reason, I am being called to pull one more. This is what happens. It's really bad being the first reading I do, because that sign always gets the least, which is why I don't always start with Aries, because it's kind of not fair. But as the readings go on, the readings tend to get longer. So that's why I didn't start with you this month, Aries. Give me one more for Aries, please. One more for Aries. One more for Aries. You have the Hawk Spirit. Let Spirit be your guide. We did talk about that. There is something that's going on inside you. I do think you're going to rescue yourself this month. I do think that you're going to come to a conclusion this month. And there's just too many signs of something toxic around you. Chains. The devil. These two archetypes have a lot to say. If you want to go back, definitely re-listen to this again. I wish you all the luck, Aries. Don't forget to listen to your birthday reading. It's posted and it's good for 1 full year. Namaste.